Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. The WWE Universe has been rallying behind Roman Reigns' quest to reclaim his Ulafala. The original tribal chief has now received a message from his real-life cousin who's in possession of his red necklace. Roman Reigns is preparing to battle Solo Sikoa in a tribal combat match to determine the rightful heir to the title of tribal chief. This will be the first singles meeting between the two men. Reigns and Sikoa have been involved in several multi-man matches over the summer. Their most recent outing took place at Survivor Series when the OG Bloodline reunited and added CM Punk to their team to face Solo Sikoa and his Bloodline in a War Games match. The OTC pinned his former enforcer that night, which set the stage for their upcoming match on the premiere episode of Raw on Netflix on January 6, 2025. This past week on SmackDown, Solo Sikoa and company laid waste to Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn to send a stern warning to Roman Reigns ahead of their highly anticipated matchup. The Street Champion hit Zayn with multiple Samoan spikes and uttered loudly, "Roman, I'm coming for you." Bully Ray thinks Roman Reigns' worst nightmare will show up on WWE Raw on Netflix premiere. Speaking on the Busted Open podcast, WWE Hall of Famer Bully Ray said he's certain The Rock will make his return on the premiere episode of Raw on Netflix on January 6, 2025. He said the final boss will get himself involved during the tribal combat match. The Rock back on Netflix? Just 1000%. I think you'll see The Rock involved in some way, shape, or form on that first Raw on Netflix. I think they're loaded up for that first show. I think there's going to be more going on in that first show than people realize. And you're going to have Solo versus Roman Reigns. I think you need to see The Rock on that first Netflix, he said. Reigns and The Rock teamed up on night 1 of WrestleMania XL, where they defeated Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Fast forward to Bad Blood, the final boss confronted the American Nightmare and the original tribal chief to tease a blockbuster program. Is The Rock still on his cousin's side? Or is he the mastermind behind the formation of Bloodline 2.0? Fans must tune into Raw on Netflix premiere to find out. As the clock winds down on 2024, the wrestling world has been shaken to its core with a shocking declaration from a member of Roman Reigns' extended family. Jacob Fatu, the reigning MLW World Heavyweight Champion and a legitimate powerhouse within the Anoa'i wrestling dynasty, announced in an electrifying promo that 2025 would mark his arrival in WWE. The declaration sent a clear and unyielding message to the tribal chief: Jacob Fatu is coming for his throne. The announcement came during an MLW event, but the gravity of Fatu's words reverberated far beyond that arena. Standing in the center of the ring, Jacob Fatu exuded a menacing confidence that captivated everyone watching. Clad in a black Bloodline Crusher t-shirt, Fatu stared directly into the camera and addressed Roman Reigns. "Roman, you've been sitting on top of the mountain for too long, cousin," Fatu growled. "You've forgotten what it means to fight for this family. You've forgotten what it means to earn respect. 2025? That's my year. I'm coming to WWE, and I'm coming for you. No more sitting pretty with your yes men. I'm bringing the fire, and I'm bringing the fight that you've never had to face. The Bloodline's about to get a reality check." The wrestling world erupted. Social media platforms exploded with reactions, speculation, and fantasy bookings. Hashtag Jacob Fatu vs. Roman Reigns trended worldwide within minutes. Fans and critics alike marveled at the boldness of Fatu's proclamation and what it could mean for the future of WWE and the crumbling empire of the Bloodline. For years, Roman Reigns has ruled WWE with an iron fist as the head of the table, leading the Bloodline to unparalleled success. However, the group's dominance has shown signs of unraveling in recent months. The departures of Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso created a rift within the family, while Solo Sikoa's loyalty has been tested time and time again. Paul Heyman, the master strategist behind Reigns' reign of terror, has been working overtime to keep the faction intact. But the announcement of Jacob Fatu's arrival introduces a new, unpredictable variable. Unlike other challengers who have fallen at Reigns' feet, Fatu has the familial connection and physical dominance to pose a legitimate threat. Jacob Fatu is no ordinary competitor. Known as the Samoan Werewolf, Fatu has built a reputation as one of the most feared and dominant wrestlers outside WWE. Standing 6 feet 2 inches and weighing over 280 pounds, he combines brute strength with an agility that defies his size. His high-impact offense, including his devastating moonsault, has earned him comparisons to the legendary Umaga, his late uncle. Moreover, Fatu's connection to the Anoa'i family adds a layer of emotional intensity to his challenge. This isn't just about championships or glory, it's about family legacy and respect. Fatu's arrival in WWE would be a reckoning for Roman Reigns, forcing him to confront a family member who knows his strengths, weaknesses, and insecurities. The buzz surrounding Jacob Fatu's announcement has reportedly reached WWE headquarters. According to insider sources, Triple H and the creative team are already brainstorming potential storylines and matches. The prospect of a family feud between Reigns and Fatu has the makings of an all-time classic. Roman Reigns, however, has remained silent. The tribal chief has been known to play mind games with his opponents, and his lack of response could be a calculated move to assert dominance. Paul Heyman, ever the puppet master, is also expected to address the situation in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, members of the Anoa'i family have weighed in on the brewing storm. Rikishi, the father of Jimmy and J.U.S.O., tweeted, "Family wars are the hardest battles. Be careful what you wish for, Jacob." Tamina Snuka also chimed in, expressing excitement over the potential clash. "This is what makes our family legendary. Can't wait to see how this unfolds." Fans have been divided in their reactions. Some are fully behind Jacob Fatu, viewing him as the perfect antidote to Roman Reigns' tyranny. Others remain loyal to the tribal chief, arguing that Fatu needs to prove himself in WWE before challenging Reigns. One fan wrote on Twitter, "Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns could be the biggest match in WrestleMania history. The Bloodline storyline is far from over." Another commented, "Roman has faced everyone and beaten them. Jacob Fatu better bring his A game because the tribal chief doesn't play." If WWE decides to bring Jacob Fatu into the fold, the creative possibilities are endless. 1. The long road to WrestleMania. Fatu could debut at the Royal Rumble, eliminating Reigns to make an immediate impact. From there, the feud could escalate through a series of brutal confrontations, culminating in a main event clash at WrestleMania 41. 2. Family betrayal. Solo Sikoa's loyalty could come into question as he's torn between Reigns and Fatu. This angle would add emotional depth to the story, forcing Solo to choose between his loyalty to the tribal chief and his bond with Jacob. 3. Faction wars. Fatu could recruit other members of the Anoa'i family to challenge the Bloodline, leading to an epic multi-man showdown. This scenario would highlight the family's rich wrestling heritage while showcasing Fatu's leadership skills. Jacob Fatu's arrival in WWE has the potential to redefine the landscape of professional wrestling. His feud with Roman Reigns wouldn't just be a battle for supremacy, it would be a clash of ideologies. Reigns represents the establishment, the power-hungry ruler who demands obedience. Fatu, on the other hand, embodies rebellion and the fight for authenticity. As 2025 approaches, one thing is certain, the wrestling world will never be the same. Jacob Fatu's declaration has set the stage for a historic confrontation, and fans are eagerly awaiting the moment when the Samoan Werewolf steps into the WWE ring. Will Roman Reigns maintain his stranglehold on the Bloodline and WWE? Or will Jacob Fatu rise to the occasion and prove that the family's legacy belongs to him? The answers lie ahead in what promises to be an unforgettable chapter in wrestling history.